Let's play a game. I'm going to mention the name of an animal, and I'm going to give you 10 seconds to think of that animal in as much detail as possible. So I want to think of an animal, and you have to think about what that animal looks like in as much detail as possible in your head. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so I'm going to give you 10 seconds. I'm going to say the animal now. Close your eyes. Think of a monkey. That was 10 seconds. And what you probably thought about was, when I said monkey, was a kind of small animal with probably a bit of a cheeky smile on his face. Might have been stealing something. He might have been with another monkey, maybe like doing something dodgy, or I don't know. It probably was a little small thing with a kind of cheeky personality or naughty personality when I said monkey. You have a monkey living in your head rent-free. Don't worry, it's not real, it's just a metaphorical monkey. And this is basically what happens when you watch porn and when you want to do monkey-like lustful habits. So I want to distinguish, firstly, there's a difference between like doing sexual things in real life when it's okay, obviously that it's fucking consensual and everything and legal. I don't know why I have to say that, but obviously, and opposed to doing it on your own, that kind of the whole world of touching yourself on your own to content and, you know, paying for OnlyFans girls and just being a fucking monkey. That is monkey behavior. So there's a difference between monkey behavior and kind of normal human or normal primate behavior or healthy primate behavior. There's monkey behavior and healthy monkey behavior. That makes sense. So a porn addiction is like having a monkey in your head, and it's surprisingly very easy to control this monkey. You just need to know what to do to get this monkey to behave, what to tell it to get it to stay in that cage, what the environment to put it in to make sure that it doesn't do bad habits. There are certain tricks you can play on this monkey to trick him, because he's a bit of an idiot, to be honest. There's things you can do to trick him to be preoccupied with other things. So for example, every time you do a bad habit, like watching porn, you are bored. You're bored and you're sitting alone and you want to do this. You want to open up your laptop and you want to go back to being a monkey. So you're bored. So the monkey's bored in your head. So he's there twiddling his thumbs and he's just bored. If you give that monkey something to do, like picking up the phone and talking to one of his monkey friends, and he's talking to his monkey friend, and 10 minutes into the conversation, he's getting quite social, and he's enjoying this conversation, and he's laughing, and he's making some jokes. You know, they have a ton of inside jokes because this monkey is one of his closest friends. So he's making jokes, and he's fun, he's having fun. He's not bored anymore. He's socially stimulated, and he's having a good time. And when he puts the phone down, he doesn't feel bored. He feels more fulfilled and more kind of true to himself. So he's taken that energy that he wanted to do before, like watch porn, and he's taken that and he's spoken to his monkey friend. So instead of jacking off in the tree up where the bananas are, he's gone down and spoken to his monkey friend on his monkey phone. That's something that you can do. That's something that works so well. You do a bad habit because you're bored. But if you do something like talk to a friend, genuinely talk to a friend, go into the living room and talk to a family member, go and pick up a phone and talk to a friend. And this doesn't work just with porn, it works with everything, by the way. But it's a good example I can use. So if you talk to someone and you are just talking about anything, it doesn't matter what it is. It can be you ask someone what the time is and you have a 2-minute conversation. That can really help. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, before I started recording this, I was getting automatic lustful thoughts that I didn't want. And I know how to control these, because I know what my monkey responds well to. And my monkey responds well to me sitting down and putting the camera on. So it was a way of me using this to distract myself. And now I know that when I turn this camera off, when I'm done with this video, I'm going to feel great, and I'm not going to feel lustful anymore. I'm not going to feel bored anymore, because I'm not bored right now. I'm chilling. I'm having a fun time. And so when you're bored, that is the fast track to let your monkey take control. When you're stimulated in a good way, that is the best way to get control of your monkey. So that's a tip that you can use to control your monkey. If you want to learn basically the full blueprint for free and to know so much more tips, like tons of book summaries on books like Atomic Habits, habit tracker templates, habit tracker guides, training programs and nutrition programs as well as bonuses, check the free link in the description. That's a free community. There's a handful of men in there, and we're all trying to do the same thing, which is control our monkey minds and stop having these, bad, lustful craving, quit porn forever, and quit all these bad things. So we want to control our monkey minds, and we want to become just better individuals, because this stuff really changes the trajectory of your life, especially as a young man. So join that, and I think you'll find it very useful. Bye.